Jesus Christ. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. It is quite the morning. Let me tell you about the real shit. The real shit. It's a lovely morning, man. I haven't been on here in a while. Been here in a long time. What'd I miss? Whew. I wouldn't say Riviera is a Christmas album, but I definitely would say that most Hellp music is meant for the fall and the winter time. But we'll get some summertime music in there if we can. Fuck. Oh, man. Now, I'm worried that if I go off the Wi-Fi, if I step right there, the Wi-Fi goes out a little bit, you know what I mean? And there's nothing worse than bad connection, you know what I mean? But you, quote, feel the holiday spirit? You ain't feel shit, dog. I don't feel the holiday spirit, man. You are the holiday spirit, bro. It's fucking Christmas, dude. This ain't happy holidays, man. It's just Christmas, bro. This is Northern Californian fucking... Oh, it's fucking cold out in this motherfucker, you know? Oh, but it doesn't snow up there? It don't matter, bro. It gets cold enough to snow. It just doesn't snow. There's not enough precipitation out here. Let me see if I... Let me know if this works. Let me know if the shit gets a little too bad connection. You know what I mean? Oh, show where? Where exactly? Well, this is where. As you can see, that's my childhood creek. Yeah. I used to DM you about Inner Earth. You mean Hollow Earth? What's a shit? Blah, blah, blah. Alright, hold on. Kind of. What do we got? You got Wi-Fi. Fuck me. God damn it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Now we should be good. I don't understand it. You used to have great. Is the connection good? Is it good? Does it work? Is it working now? Is it working now? Is it... I don't... Fucking Russian. Don't put Russian... Do I fuck with Riviera? Yeah, Riviera's sick, dude. It's a good record, man. I like it. It's the first time I've been able to listen to our music, like, after it's out, and been like, it's pretty fucking good, man. I'm like, I enjoy it, you know what I mean? It's the kind of music I would want to listen to as my younger self. If I was listening to music, if I found that record, I'd be like, whoa, this is some sick shit, you know? Other things have been a little disjointed, you know. There are a lot of other stuff was made when we were younger, so, you know. But I think as a fully grown adult man, I think it's good. I think it's great. I'm very proud of it. What's Siggy's? Where are they? Depends. I mean, Like, but these are the best cigarettes of all time. Where am I at? My home, my parents' home in Northern California. They're called Celadon. They're like aqua foam. I don't know. They're weird. Is LL better than... No, LL's not better than Riviera. LL does have some fucking rippers on it. I listened to it for the first time in a couple years. Or since it came out. Not a couple years. It came out like last year. I listened to it for the first time since it came out. Driving back up north. And I was like, this is pretty sick. Like, I don't know why people fucking talk shit. It's a fucking cool record, you know? I mean, I think it's disjointed. But, you know, collabing with them. No, I'm not collabing with shit, dude. I'm taking a break, man. I'm sleeping. I've been sleeping like 16 hours a day. If the hell was a beer, which would it be? I don't know. I'm going to play the Halo remake. Yeah, I'm going to play the fucking Halo remake. Am I going to like it? Am I going to be happy about it? Probably not. Probably going to be angry. Where's my headband from? It is from... Hold on. Let's do the subtle... Let's do the subtle fucking flex here real quick. Wait, God damn it. Get to the fucking logo. Right there. Right there. You see that? You see that? That's Chloe. That's a Chloe fucking headband, man. That's a Chloe ear warmer. Are me and Buckshot cool now? I don't know. He never responded to me. I don't really know. I want to be hella real right now. I didn't know who he was, and that's no insult or discredit to him as an artist or as a person or anything like that. I just don't listen to music. I don't keep tapped in with who's doing what. His music's not for me. I don't really give a shit. It's normal, man. I don't give a fuck, dude. People go online all the time, say, oh, fucking these guys are pushing 40. Oh, these dudes think they invented all this shit. Whatever, bro. Like, keep talking shit, man. It's like, you get it or you don't. And that's cool. If it's not for you, it's not for you. That's all right. But maybe you'll get it when you're 80. You know what I mean? Like the shit we're doing. No, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole. No, I'd be honest with you. I just don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what anyone fucking thinks, dude. We make dope shit. Our shows are the shit, and we're fucking hella cool and sincere people. Like it doesn't really register to me, but it is funny seeing that shit. It's interesting seeing like someone's like first perspective of us or impression rather, and just being like, oh, these fucking, who do these guys think they are? Like, fucking kind of just told you who we think we are. I don't think guitars were the gayest instrument ever. I was just on a sick one back then. I was young. What do I think of the Fantano review? Look, all respect to Fantano, dude. I don't give a shit, man. It doesn't mean anything to me. It is interesting hearing him say our names. I remember when we watched it, we were like, whoa, that's crazy. I never thought I'd hear that guy say my name or, like, imitate the chorus of a song. You know what I mean? So that was fascinating. As per his review, I don't know, I think, and maybe this sounds, like, incredibly rude or something, but, like, I really feel like if you don't like our music, you're just, like, you're just not a happy person, or you're unimaginative, you know? And I mean that like earnestly, like, and he's a 40-something-year-old dude, like, reviews music, and he's looking at it from like a very like analytical, musical, you know, fucking perspective. And yeah, it's not the most musical shit. There's definitely a million things I would want to do if we had another year on that record, but like, that's not what it's about, man. It's about capturing a moment and like capturing essence, and everything that happened on that record was what we intended to happen, and it came straight from us, and that's what matters at the end of the day. You know, you can sit here all day and go, oh, well, I think this song's boring or this, but it's like, you're not going to sit here and say New Wave America is like the weakest song on the record, or that Doppler's weak. Like, you're out of your fucking mind. Like, so with that being said, I was like, whatever. I miss you, favorite twink. God, I'm so behind on these messages, man. I'm so fucking far behind. Mr. Dove, my man. Range Rover Defender. I don't drive a fucking Range Rover, bro. I drive a 4Runner, dog. Toyota, 95, dude. thing blew up on me in the fucking 20 minutes from home, so I'm getting it fixed right now. Please, sorry, we just toured the U.S. We just toured the U.S. and it ruined my life. It like ruined my life. But how was the Forerunner? Starter fell out again. Favorite Woody album? Yacht Life, the first one. I'm 90% sure that's what it's called. If I'm fucking that up, that's on me. I'm a fucking poser then. But the first, or is it Yacht influenced? Whatever the original one where he's in front of the fucking like the Cadillac. It's like a grainy photo. That's the best, one of the best rap albums like of all time to me. Like everything else like he's done, like obviously a legend, but that first Woody record is, you can't top it. You know, it would be great. Yeah, I want after parties for the Europe tour. What do I want for Christmas? Nothing really. My mom asked me that last night, and I'm like, dude, like, what? You know, I got somebody stole. This is a funny thing. The only thing I wanted for Christmas was my jacket back, because someone stole my fall winter 13 runway jacket, Saint Laurent, out of my truck, and then flipped it on Facebook Marketplace, and then a guy bought it and then sold it to eBay to a kid who lives in Arizona, and my buddy ran into him at a party and was like, dude, how much is this fucking jacket? Would you pay for it? And I'm like, that's my fucking jacket. If it's missing the hang tag and the chain is off to the left side, and there was like one other like element to it, something about the tag on the inside. I was like, if that's what's going on with that jacket, that's my jacket. Hit and put the kid on the phone, and he was like, dude, I just bought it on eBay, like blah blah. So I traded him back one of my other jackets I don't wear for my own jacket back. He was hella cool about it. So that was all I wanted for Christmas, was just my fucking jacket back, man. That, and then like, you know, it'd be cool if there was like peace in the Middle East, you know. I'm always about that. I think that'd be pretty tight. But I still have the money curtains. No, Joey, I threw those away fucking over a decade ago. The contemporary version of 21 Pilots, that's hella insulting, bro. That's some fucking stupid ass shit. Blah blah blah. Your 6-year-old loves the Hellp. That's good. 5 out of 10 through 10. Down for top 3. We have to be happy to enjoy your music. No, you don't have to be happy to enjoy our music. I just think that's one of the like 4 prerequisites to understand and enjoy our music. You know, you don't have to be happy and sad. You could be sad and enjoy our music. You could be this and that. But I think really what it comes down to is you have an imagination, and you still have the vigor of life of being a young kid. This is so many fucking questions, man. I'm still scrolling. I'm so far back. All right, hold on. I'm down at the bottom now. What do I think of Jane Remover? You know, I like a lot of Jane's older stuff, but like I said, I really don't listen to music, man. I really don't find it. The only pleasure I have found in listening to music lately is revisiting Aphex Twin Drugs, which I do, drugs, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I listen to that album once a year around this time, just to remind myself, like, you can argue all you want. You could say this, oh, fucking dude, like, what the fuck is Square Pusher? Any of this shit, bro, like, nobody even came close to drugs, whatever, from Aphex Twin. That shit came out the same year as 9/11. That is the best record ever. I should have made it my Pitchfork top 10. I didn't, but no, that album, that's the only joy I found from music lately. So I have not listened to any new Jane Remover stuff. I'm not entirely sure what even the direction of any music is really going in. The only new music I've heard has purely been from Two Hollis, because we played some shows with them, and that shit's fucking dope. You can't really deny that. So that's right. That and like Romulus. I fuck with Romulus. Those like 2 things I've probably heard that are new. And Finn Sigil's new album. It's funny, it's all from the same group of homies, but I really do like Finn Sigil's new album. I think it's really fucking sick. I like Cormac McCarthy. I think Blood Meridian's the fucking sickest fucking book like ever. Like that shit's like, it's not the best book, but it's like the coolest. Personal work on SoundCloud. Yeah, maybe. I'm kind of just demoing a bunch of shit right now. But I've been playing a lot of Spyro the Dragon, so it's like really kind of in my head. Everything I've been making's been pretty donkey, you know, kind of fun, rhythmic, you know, not really help. So I'll see where that goes. I'm gonna start fucking with my tracker again. While I'm taking a break. But have I ever thought about being a Muslim? You want to hear a funny story? When I was in high school, I had a really good friend. His name was Gabe Hall. Legend. Fucking cool-ass fucking homie. I saw him in London last time, or when we were there in February. I saw him for the first time in over a decade. He moved back out there. He's from there. And he put me on the game to a lot of conspiracies and shit when we were in middle school. Like, real smoked out shit. 9/11, Egypt, fucking Freemasons, all that stuff. We were, like, really on it. And what happened was we watched this documentary he put me on game to. It's called The Arrivals. And The Arrivals was, like, this 60-part mini docu-series, whatever, about, like, everything. Everything from the UFO disclosure, like, being fake to, like, Masonic imagery, like, embedded within Egyptian folklore, like, just fucking, demons, jinn, exorcisms, like, movies, predictive programming, everything. And then we got to, like, part 50 of this giant documentary. It was, like, it's all a war on Islam, it's a war on Muslims, Islam is the one true religion, all this shit. And me and my buddy, we were like, dude, we gotta fucking become Muslim. Like, I was like, I'm gonna become a fucking Muslim, I'm gonna do it. And then, this is all true, by the way, I'm not being funny. And I remember taking a shower one day. I was like, I'll fucking convert, dude. It's the truth, And then I was like, wait a second. I was like, there's no way I'm going to I'm going to pray multiple times a day. I was like, there's no way I'm going to do that. And that is the reason I didn't become a Muslim in high school, I swear to God. I'm not even trying to be funny. That's exactly what happened. I said, there's no way I'm praying more than one time a day. That's insane. And then I kind of realized that the whole documentary, like, for as much truth that was buried in there, it definitely was, like, some type of, like, religious, propaganda of some sort, trying to convert non-believers to become Islamic, Even though the documentary was very thorough, really put me on game to a lot of shit that I still believe in. Not even believe in, that I, like, know is true. But you might still be able to find this shit. It might be on BitChute. I don't know if it's on, I don't think it's on YouTube anymore, but The Arrivals. Yeah, that almost made me become Muslim when I fucking 2 decades ago or whatever. Not 2 decades ago, I'm not that old. But, like, yeah, when I was, like, 16, 17, definitely was, like, what I wanted to do. Then you realize that, Catholicism's kind of the shit, But, no, I don't practice no religion. Come to Coachella. That's funny. That's a funny joke. Why don't you ask Golden Boys? Now that Live Forever's out, I don't know what to ask you about anymore. Come back to Vegas. I probably will be in Vegas this year, or next year, rather. You slushy noobs like the Hellp. Yeah, he fucks with us. He's actually really sick. Why is it the shit? I mean, dude, it's just fucking, you break that shit down. Break that shit down, dude. Who's the man? Who's the man in Catholicism? It's Jesus, dude. What did Jesus teach people to do? Be a good person. That's a very reduced interpolation of Abrahamic religion, but that's how I look at it. I'm not coming to Des Moines. You ever been starstruck? I was when I was younger. When I was younger, I met Tom DeLonge when I was like 15, something like that. That was like, I was like starstruck then. That's because that's the only fucking artist. There's like probably like 3 artists I truly think are like, that truly could inspire me and have. And that was one of them. That was really cool. Can't wait for London show. I'm from Vegas. You can show me cool bars in Vegas, man, but I I'm plugged out in Vegas, dude. I know the scene. I grew up going there, man. Dude, I like Red Bar. Is that podcast, right? That one dude? I do fuck with that guy. Enemy CD release when I was talking to Noah about this recently. I do want to do like a re-release of shit this next year. Physicals. I have an idea for actual really good re-release of LL. The Enemy re-release would be very cool. That needs to be on vinyl, I think. I think it would sound great on vinyl. And then possibly a Twin Sinner re-release or real release. It's never been released. I'd have to, I mean, that's down the road. That would be like later next year. Why calling you the Hellp? Oh fuck, dude, been doing this too long about it. Craziest fan interaction I had. There was one kid that made us pray with him. It's not even. There's nothing really too crazy. No one really freaks me out. There's definitely a few kids that I'm like, hey, like, don't kill me. But there's never been anything that's like really. What kind of headband? We've already been over this. This is a Chloe headband. It cost me like $120. I got it at the store. The full version of that Avalon song ending. So sick. Probably not gonna ever finish that. Did I pray today? Nah, I slept in till about 10. I fell asleep watching Heat last night. Just kind of gearing up for me and my best friend's annual Christmas party. So not really doing much. I'm not praying. I got nothing to pray to, man. I have my own relationship with shit. What shirts am I wearing? These are Cameron Jagger shirts, actually. He's been tagged before plenty of times. They're really good, man. There's these two young kids, man. They make really, really dope shit, in my opinion. Probably some of the best t-shirts I've worn in years. Favorite 10 seconds in Riviera? Probably like the end of the second verse / bridge into the second chorus on Doppler. I think that shit's like really, 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 really good. I think it builds a lot of tension. It's very smooth. It's very sad. It's very melancholic. And for whatever reason, man, you know, the a lot of the lyrical content and like the last half of that record really kind of God, snap my elbow. Has really resonated with me in my own life recently. So that's been cool, you know. That's my favorite 10 seconds of that record, you know. That or the build up right before Maggie's bridge verse on Here I Am. It's pretty tight too. I mean, I give you favorite 10 seconds of every song, man. There's not a song on that record I don't like, honestly. There's songs I wasn't too keen on, I think, until the record came out, and once it was like together, it made sense. I didn't spend too much time with Paz that day. I was working on a bunch of shit, and Noah was shooting the video at the Airbnb we were at. So my interaction with her was very short, but she's sick. Legend, obviously. Chandler, I'm at school. Modern Man is the fucking shit, dude. Thank you. I think people really misunderstood that song. I mean, it's probably the lowest streaming song on the record, which we anticipated, but I like that song a lot. I think it's like a Rolling Stones song, man. It's like it was freestyled, you know, like that shit was all off the dome, man. Like, I thought it was the coolest song I ever fucking heard when we recorded it. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, you're the modern man? Like, that's the coolest fucking shit I ever heard you say, dude. So that's why I really like that song. That and just, like, it's probably the song that had the least amount of thought put into it, you know? Not that there wasn't thought put into it. There's a lot of thought and work that went in that song, but in the words of Noah Dillon, sometimes you gotta make the song worse so it can be better. You know what I mean? And we kind of practice that a lot on the record. Did I ever play drums on Riviera? Yeah, the first song on that record was the first song The first song, Noah and I are 99% sure that was the first song I recorded live drums on when I joined the band in like 2016 or something like that. So that song is very old. Very old. Very old. Almost a decade old, that song is. And it's, you know, pretty crazy. That was part of the whole concept album that we kind of scrapped, that song itself. We don't really have any of the stems or anything for any of those old songs, so some of that shit has to be rebuilt with AI and like all this stuff. Like, thankfully that one we had our old what size waist am I? 27, 28. I like a 28. Do I like John Steinbeck? Yeah, Tortilla Flat is like my favorite book ever. How You Turn 5 Perks in a Forest Fire into Modern Man. That song had nothing to do with 5 perks in a forest fire, actually. That's interesting. You clocked that. I'll have to listen to that one. Or are you talking about like the little melody thing? That little melody was from that, but that song turned into Court. And then turned into the Court that's on Riviera. And then that song turned into Modern Man. Which is like kind of true for like a lot of our songs. Like, you know, Hazel, Instagram Live, and Techno. And there's one other song, I forget the name of it, but those are all the same song. Those were all the same song that got completely reworked into those 3 separate songs somehow. Oh my goodness. What's up with Love 5.2? I don't know. I really love that melody, and I think it could be turned into something. We almost worked on it on this record, but I mean, we have so many demos. I have so many demos. I just really hope. I think I might have. I gotta call this. I gotta call this hotel in London today. See if I left my hard drives there. If I didn't leave in my buddy's house in New York, because I don't know where my hard drives are, and that has everything I've done the last decade of my life. So those are gone. That's a lot of shit's gone. So, you know. Me and my friend talk about who has more aura, you or Noah. What do you think? It's a weird, divisive question. I think we both have our own separate forms of imposition upon this world, you know? Modern Man is for the fucking boys, and it is. How are my horses doing? I don't live at that ranch anymore. But crazy time of my life, man. I've done a lot of funny shit. I won't lie to you. Sit here. Will this stay? I think it will stay. Have I ever fought? Yeah, I haven't been in a fight in a while, but you know. You know, all right, we're looking okay. How much money do I need? I need about 22 intervals of $10,000 given to me within a week apart. What jacket? It's like a 2007 Dior overcoat. I got it in necklace pendants. This is a little soldier or whatever, the Royal Guard. Got him in England. Chain smoking with Chan Man. Chain smoking with Chan Man. Glen Ellen. Why don't I sing? Why is it always no? I can't sing, dude. Set of fashion magazine of my Instagram. You know what? That's real shit, man. You're not gonna find the real shit in a magazine, bro. You're gonna find the real shit right here. Fit check. I'm wearing baggy ass jeans right now, as you can see. And 2 t-shirts and a coat and a Chloe headband. Ever watch sports? Not really, but I fuck with football. Raider Nation. Shout out the Raiders. What's the best white tee? Fucking figure it out. Yeah, I probably could still model, but I think fuck! I dropped my coffee. Fuck me. Do I like Noah? Be honest. Of course I do. What kind of question is that? I'm pretty sovereign in my pursuits and who I hang out with, man. There's definitely been rough times, but dude, what the fuck? That's like, that's my brother, man. Your little sister said I look like a homeless person. Yeah, a homeless person in fucking $7,000 outfit. Whenever I come to New Jersey, I was in New Jersey for the Oasis show, and I was in New Jersey in Seagirt with my homies. So I love New Jersey. Can Hitty get court reworked for me? I do. I fuck with Hitty. I really fuck with Hitty. I love that song. I really wanted to work on it on this record. We just didn't have the time. I think whatever. There's footage of it. There's footage of us performing that at some show. Someone recorded on VHS. Like our first show, we did all electronic style and shit with all the MIDI sequencers and all that. And there's this interval of like 10 seconds of Noah singing on it, like freestyling. That's like some shit I was like, yo, this is like timeless. Like this is really fucking good. That I really want to do. Favorite Oasis album? Probably the third one. Berryessa or Russian River? I'd say Berryessa, man. I grew up wake surfing and all that shit, so definitely more fun. Russian River, though, you know, I don't know, floating in an inner tube, hanging out with chicks with giant tits and getting fucking wasted, smoking weed. What's the song, that new song Noah dropped on John? That was just a random demo Noah made that we were trying to put on the album. It just didn't like come to fruition. I mean, it was a lot of different songs being worked on. There's probably there's enough material for 2 records that was pretty much there, you know. I fuck with San Francisco. I used to. Is there a Star Wars sound in Riviera? I don't think so. Not to my... Fashion grail that isn't heady. Shit, man. Not really. I don't really have fashion grails. I kind of got every jacket I ever wanted. I don't really want anything else, you know? Maybe like a pair of like... Probably like a DeCarnon jacket or something somewhere, you know? Talk a bit more working with Rocky. I never worked with Rocky. What do I think about Yuck? Don't know what that is. Will there be Riviera Revisited? There might be another song we put out. I don't know. We gotta... Hellp Forever gonna be a duo. I don't think we're changing anytime soon. Stanford dining hall story. I don't know about anything about that. I remember eating okay food. Favorite track from LL? Either Distribution, Go Somewhere, or LL is really a sick song. No, that's not Mario from Basic Victim at the end. However, that is Maggie Knausen, don't forget that. How many cigs before you yak? I don't know, man. I haven't smoked a cigarette. This is the first time I've smoked a cigarette in like a week. Is Maggie doing vocals on tour? I do not think so. I will sign your copy of Blood Meridian. Listening to all ripping pull-ups. Is that right? Is that right? Come back to SF? Yeah, if we tour the US again. I like The Garden. No, never listened to The Garden. I liked Enjoy, though. I liked a lot of their songs. Why do you hate Cinnamon? I personally don't really hate Cinnamon. I kind of hated the original version of it. Because it just didn't do what we wanted it to do. Music video for Caustic is one of the best videos of all time. It's a very good video. UFO counters. Yeah, I've had like a shit ton. Well, I danced the U tour. I'll bob my head a little bit. How many movies that came out this year have you seen? I saw a bunch. I think the only good movies was Better Man, the Robbie Williams monkey movie. I think Warfare was really sick. Probably the best war movie I've seen since Black Hawk Down. And 28 Years Later. 28 Years Later, genius film, incredible fucking evolution of that world. It's the only sequel I'm looking forward to. I think Danny Boyle fucking snapped harder than a director has snapped since Denis Villeneuve did when he made Blade Runner 2049. A lot of people hated that movie, said it was boring, said the ending was out of tone. I don't give a shit. You're out of your fucking mind. You don't have taste. That movie is fucking next level. the iPhone panorama headshots with the arrows. Coolest fucking shit I've ever seen in a movie. And the alpha, bro, the whole thing, like, you take Blade Runner 2049, right? And you go, okay, Blade Runner, Harrison Ford, detective noir, 40s, the whole thing, you know, whatever. Dialogue heavy, romantic, tears in the rain, you know, you do that whole bit. And they're like, all right, we have an idea for a sequel. Ryan Gosling, you following me? Everyone's thumbs up, and they're like, all right, he's going to fuck a hologram. And you go, how are you going to make that work? Coolest fucking scene in a movie ever. 28 years later, it's like, all right, Cillian Murphy, zombies, they punch you to death, you know, it's scary, it's intense. How do we follow that up? And he's like, all right, well, how about we'll have like a 6'7" yoked zombie that when he grabs you by the base of your skull and pulls your head off while there's like the coolest synthesizer noise of all time backing that with that pitch bend. If you guys haven't seen the movie or you have seen the movie, watch the movie again. And when he rips off that head in the tunnel with the Swedish soldiers, there's this pitch bend synth, like this insane chord with this pitch bend and this glide. It was so cool, and I literally copied it one for one in court. Yeah, I called it. The stem is named 28 years later synth. So yeah, no letterbox. I'm not writing shit, dude. I don't got the time for it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna do that. You can talk to me on Instagram about it, man. It's Cillian Murphy, your father. No, but I do really want to meet that guy and be like, dude, you and I. Everybody tells me I look like you, which is cool. He's a sick actor, man. He's a very good fucking actor. I don't know why Quentin Tarantino was talking shit about him recently. That was stupid, man. Cillian Murphy is the fucking man, bro. Favorite director, probably right now, Denis Villeneuve. Like, he made Dune Part 1 and 2, Prisoner, Sicario, Blade Runner 2049. No one's been on that good of a run since, like, Spielberg in the 90s. Thoughts on Harmony Korine, legend. I'm responding to my emails. Yeah, dude, I've been living like Guns N' Roses for like 2 months. I probably remember about 40 to 50% of my life the last month in particular. So no, I have not been keeping up to date with who I need to respond to because I have been on a sick one. That's what they call it. It's been a lot of fun doing that. So yeah, I'll get back to you. More music videos for Riviera coming up. Possibly. Our buddy is kind of working on one right now. If we like it, we'll do it. I met Denis. Dude, that's sick, Jack. That's sick you met Denis, because my biggest regret in life was I said if I ever saw him, I would have to tell him how much Blade Runner 2049 meant to me. And he was at Chateau Marmont one day when I was there, and I couldn't work up the courage to say anything to him. I just couldn't do it. I was too nervous, and I didn't do it. There you go. There's the answer to the old question. That was the only other time I've been starstruck, was when I saw him. What do I think of the Enemy EP these days? It's the best work, probably the best work we've done so far. It blows every other electronic music release in the last decade. Come on. The fucking street sweeper. You know, if I could bring the camera over there and you could see what that road looks like, you would say, why the fuck do you have a street sweeper over there? Yeah, Enemy's the shit, man. Like, no, there hasn't been any electronic music that is that good, in my opinion, in the last decade. Say what you will. Why did I choose that username, though? You mean Skinny Young Thug? It was because my favorite Little B mixtape was named Pretty Young Thug. And in high school, I wanted my name to be Pretty Young Thug on Instagram, and it was taken by some, like, defunct, like, East Indian guy or something, so I couldn't get the name, so I just made it Skinny. I don't know if Height's our best song ever, but Height's some fucking next level shit. I don't know. I can't really do this. I think Undertow is the best song on that record, honestly. Undertow and Height, but also Airbnb Sonnet. But then I'll listen to, like, Yours Truly and be like, what the fuck? Like, we dropped Salvation one day. I don't know, maybe. I don't really care about that song at all. Have I met Little B? I've met Little B 3 times in my life. legend. He's the whole reason for all this shit. If Lil B didn't exist, I wouldn't exist. He's one of the greatest of all time. I could cry thinking about him right now, man. Will you ever perform Wingspan live again? Possibly. I've thought about it. What do I have to say about Geese? I have listened to some Geese. I think they are a great band. I think they are communicating themselves expertly, and I think Cameron Winters is an incredible songwriter. What do you think about Frost Children? Just not really for me, man. I think they're nice people. I just not really. Scotch 6'9", great shot, probably. 6'9", at the time that video was recorded, like 5 years ago, or over 5 years ago, like 7 years ago, 6 years ago. Fuck yeah, he was the best of all time for like that run, dude. That fucking that first album he put out. Get fucked. Incredible. Hype for Europe tour. I am very hyped to go to Europe again. I love Europe. Sorry, no, I don't. Some Europe I fucking hate, but I love Poland. I'm excited to spend a little bit more time in Amsterdam. Love London. France, I'll be hella real, man. Like France, I've been to France fucking 4 times, or like 3 or 4 times this year, dude. After about 4 days in France, man, I lose my fucking mind. What's the beef with Damon? Look, man, I'm a 30-year-old dude, man. I'm not here to talk about some other fucking kid. Not even a kid, he's like 26. The fuck? I've already said what I fucking had to say about that shit. I don't care. Italy. No desire to go to Italy right now. Thoughts on SD Kid? I mean, dude, he's got sick shit out. Favorite U.S. city and why is it Chicago? Chicago's just the shit, man. Show us the fit again. No, fuck you. I listen to Tyler Childers. A couple songs I really, really do love by Tyler Childers. Obviously, Charleston Girl. What are you doing when you're on stage? I'm turning a bunch of fucking knobs, and I'm making it sound dope, and I'm making sure the level's all right, and I'm making sure that the sounds good to you guys, and make sure that it sounds good for Noah. Never been to Belgium. Thoughts on Neon Indian, Legendary? We need a sick one. Dude, Jonesy, brother, you should have caught me in New York, man. I was up to no good in New York. I was up to no good, man. Let me tell you. Top 3 beers. Guinness, Peroni, Coors Light. Listen to the Justice. Like Justice the band, of course. Is Riviera inspired by Tizo Touchdown? Is that a joke? Riviera was not inspired by anything other than our own minds and what we wanted to create in the world. Went to 10 sets this year. Yours was the best by far. No shit. It was the best one. We are the best. See, okay, that's the thing. You're just saying your thoughts on 2 Hollis fucking 3 years ago. What thoughts? What is this manufactured thing everyone was saying that I had beef with them or some shit? That was insane. I even addressed it with them. We talked about it. It's this whole thing, like, there's never was any beef. It was a complete misunderstanding that you guys positioned as me talking shit when the reality was, yeah, I was completely honest. I wasn't into the vocal change shit back then. I didn't really care. At the same time, there's a lot of other artists doing that, but obviously Homeboy's at top. Obviously Homeboy's way better than all of his other contemporaries. There's a reason he has almost 1 million followers. And there's a reason we got enough adulation and respect for him and his mission that we're willing to open for him. He's a fucking G. Do I fuck with Bass Victim? Yeah, I was hanging out with them in London. I love them. And their last record's really fucking good. New record. Not last. Newest record. It's very good. Hazel Live. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I hadn't listened to the song since we put it out, and I was like, we could probably do this pretty good live. Listen to Slim. How was the last Boston show for you? Don't remember it. It was blacked out. Favorite 2 Hollis song? Why do I not remember the name? He ends his sets with it. The fucking, I had to walk up all your steps. I don't know why I can't remember the name of that song right now. That's my favorite 2 Hollis song. Ever met Timothy Chalamet? No. We kind of performed Shadow live, kind of. But it's because there's nothing really going on in that song, you know what I mean? Thoughts on Amazon, like the company? Fucking bruh, Amazon Prime shit all time, dog, what's up? What's your people doing a DJ set? Well, we're getting, dude, I'm not saying that on live. A lot of money. What's your favorite food? Fucking burger, dog. Give me a burger, pastrami sandwich. Freestyle performances. I'm no, man. I don't have anything set up like that. That only happened like that because that was just my way of working out a bunch of demos and communicating them at the time. I haven't had a full routed hardware setup, and all those songs came together because I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I mean? All those songs existed on like 4 machines hooked up. You know what I mean? So it's like a couple of them I do want to revisit. I was listening to that set the other day, and I was like, damn, some of these are sick. I'm gonna grow my hair out again. No, I'm too old. Where's Modelo sitting in my beer list? Probably like 4, realistically. Also on sheet oils. What the fuck? Was this 2020? I know Undertow Live. Nobody wants to hear that shit. You guys don't like it. I don't like hearing about it. No, and I love that song. Hey, Joe Worklight. I was living in Rancho. It was cool until someone stole my Saint Laurent jacket out of my truck and sold it on eBay, and I had to buy it back from a kid. So that was pretty fucking whack. But other than that, I fuck with it. Best bar in LA. Lily's bar. Next Jacket Cop. I just bought it actually. It's cool. It's like a trucker style. It's a Surf Sound jacket, 2015. It's like got the buttons, got studs on it. It's very cool. I don't know. It's the only like jacket of that style that he really made that I like. Because the only other ones came from Vaccarello, and I ain't wearing no Vaccarello jackets. Even though there are some very cool ones, the tailoring isn't right on any of the post-heady stuff at Saint Laurent. It doesn't fit right. I've had 44s from Vaccarello that I just had to sell immediately because they fit like a 48. The tailoring's not there. Whereas like as opposed to like Dior, like the Chris Van Ash shit, like afterwards it's still like just as small. You know what I mean? Like this jacket. Bro, this is a 46. If this was any smaller, I wouldn't be able to move my fucking armpits. Would I perform Elevation? I really wanted to do it on this last tour. I started on it, but I didn't have any time. I didn't have any time to really try to make it sound good because we don't have the stems for that song. So it obviously has to be AI'd, and some things would have to be rebuilt and shit like that. Like obviously we played the bounce, it would still work, but you know, people are paying money for a show. It's gotta sound cool. I'm just kind of a freak about that kind of shit. But I wear Arc'teryx. Yeah, I was hiking. I fuck with the band Julie. Shout out Julie Band. Buy my gold Dior Home AO5 gold. Do I look like I wear boots, bro? I do. Maybe I will buy them. Where am I at? I'm in Glen Ellen, California. I'm at my parents' house. Shout out the river. Yep. Cali Girls Lux Vertigo remix. Yeah, I mean, I have bounces of all this stuff for like listening and sending to Noah and like making sure everything's like set. I have bounds. Like I found a bunch of fucking remixes and shit and like live show stuff the other day on my iCloud. So I was thinking about it. I was thinking about putting like the Just Dance thing we DJ on there. Like, but I kind of don't want to. You know, I kind of just don't want to give you guys that because I don't want you guys DJing it. You know, we're gonna do a drum solo again. Nah, probably not. I love you too. Post at the Rancho. SA. That's my parents' house, dude. This ain't no ranch. Hop on the Hetty Discord. I don't know, last time I went in the Hetty Discord, everyone called me a faggot. Everyone fucking said they wanted to kill me. Which is funny. Which is very funny. Considering, respectfully, you know. Been a huge part of the reason they're able to sell things for a ridiculous price. So, just saying, don't really like going in there. And there's never anything good in there anyway. Anything good you find, it's always on Instagram. It's been sold out immediately. Everybody uses Buy. You can't really find shit anymore. Grailed, it's gone. Grailed's over. Like, I just got lucky on the last jacket I bought, you know what I mean? And no one's willing to wear that shit, you know? But all the like ridiculous jackets I have, not ridiculous, but like, you know, my black and silver Surf Sound jacket, or my Trapunto jacket, or my what's the other one I have that's pretty crazy? Or like my fall winter 13 vest. Like, dude, you're not gonna be able to find those again. Like, those are gone. There's like one of those silver jackets in Japan for like $44,000. I think $3,500. You know, and like a 48. Like, Because there's probably only a couple hundred of those jackets in the world. Like, if you really break it down, it's like a runway dress, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, can't find that shit, you know? There's only one jacket I do want, which is from Fall Winter 13. That's like a Napoleonic jacket. It's like the buttons down the side, you know? And I might buy it, I might not, depends if I get paid. Daft Punk Hellp remix. My buddy was DJing the other day. I mean, yeah, I could put it out. I tried to put it out, but I got flagged because Afro Man was in it. I didn't get flagged for any of the other shit. Afro Man was just on there. What song has Noah's best vocals? Probably something on Riviera, realistically. Like, I mean, really, like SSX, I guess? I don't know. Who has the one of one merch shirts? Not me. New Old Republic game announced. I don't know what it is. Is it an MMO RPG? Is it a real standalone sequel to the Knights of the Old Republic 2? I can't tell you. Can't speak on it. It's probably never going to come out. Chandler side project when? We were wearing the same double RL belt, were we? Did we talk about that? I don't remember. I'm sorry. I've been living life dangerous. Ship my damn merch, young man. I don't have anything to do with shipping the merch. That merch is already being printed right now. If anything was new that wasn't old tour stock, I got the text yesterday. Everything's being printed and sent out. New merch for you EU shows. Yes. Are you patriotic? I don't know, man. Kind of looks like it's kind of worth fighting for. If you look right here. If you look right there. If being patriotic means you would die for this, you'd die for that. Those beautiful trees, that overcast fog, that Northern California fucking winter morning. Then yeah, I'm patriotic, all right? Did you really not buy that girl alcohol at 2 Hollis? That's funny you mentioned that. Did someone talk about that? I got kicked out of the 2 Hollis show that we performed at in London in Brixton Hall because I got accused of buying alcohol for underage girls, which one was impossible because the show was of age. And 2, I had 1 beer. I had 1 Guinness in the VIP bar that wasn't even finished by the time they accused me of doing such a thing. And all the other beers that I drank were in my green room. I was hanging out with my good buddy Joe and his friend and 2 girls I had just met who were both in their 20s. And yeah, they took a photo of me and they immediately said, you were buying alcohol for underage girls. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Next thing you know, 20 security guards, whole fucking ordeal. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I've never been in a situation like that. Usually that happened to be in school and I'd be lying because I did fucking do something stupid. And I'm just like, I didn't buy alcohol for him, but you guys are out of your fucking mind. Fuck you. Then the head of security came down and said, you know, fucking da-da-da-da. And I was like, fuck you, bro. Like, you're fucking employee. You're going to treat me like this? I just fucking played your fucking show. Fuck this. Da-da-da. So they kicked me out of the show. Then I'm outside. I'm at the barricade of all of the fans waiting to meet 2 Hollis. Now I'm with this fat bitch, and this fat bitch is all yelling at me, and she's like, we have you on camera from 4 different angles. And I'm like, no, you don't. I didn't buy alcohol for anybody who is underage. That's just insulting. And then she said some dumb shit. And then they came out holding roughly about $14,000 of leather jackets, coats, my laptop, hard drives, just in a pile, like hella sloppy. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? They started saying this and that, and I said, give me my fucking shit. Don't fuck with me. Meanwhile, my buddy Miles is trying to get all of my music equipment out of the thing. I'm texting Noah. I'm like, yo, they're kicking me out of the show. He's like, what the fuck did you do? And then the next thing that happened was this bitch said some shit. And I looked at her straight up, and I said, yeah, well, you know what? We whooped your ass in the Revolutionary War, you stupid cunt, so shut the fuck up. She started crying, went back inside. Miles has to console her. They're fucking yelling this and that at us, and then they got the gear out, and then, yeah, we left. It was a crazy thing, man. Even our videographer, Luca Madar, man, they wouldn't even let him in. He was on crew list. A bunch of people on Hollis's list couldn't get in. It was a whole fucking ordeal. Fuck that place, man. Fuck those pussies. Fucking tell me I'm buying alcohol for underage girls, man. What the fuck? And isn't the drinking age in England like 16, you know? So that's what happened there. So if you want that to be clarified, no. I was not buying alcohol for underage girls. That never happened. What did happen was a lot of lies in a country that got its ass whooped by a bunch of fucking hillbilly fucking colonizers or whatever the fuck you call us. A bunch of fucking retards with muskets fucking whooped your ass, the world's biggest empire, and you're gonna sit there and tell me? Because Because I'm not a guest in your country, man. I'm part of the Armada, brother. But nah, I'm just being funny. But yeah, that did happen. They did accuse me of doing that. I miss a spot shaving. But yeah, that being said, that was what went down in London. And then I got fucked up. Got super fucked up the rest of the week there. I think so I got to find out if I left these hard drives there. I got to call this hotel after. Need this as a show daily. Yeah, I don't got the time, man. How gone was I that night? Dude, I got it together for a show for sure, dude. Like I may be doing drugs sometimes. I may be drinking 16 beers. You know what I mean? I'm always good. I never fuck up I've never fucked up from being fucked up at a show. After the show, like, I'll be pretty fucking gone, but I've never really been on camera gone. And most people have never really seen me fucked up. Only my real close friends see me fucked up, you know? How was opening for Hollis? It was alright. Some kids didn't even really know what they were getting. Some kids knew what the fuck was up. I don't know. It just is what it is. Don't do drugs, kids. You know, live your life, man. Because my philosophy, I won't take credit for this. I learned it from a very cool guy I used to know. When I used to work at a grocery store in LA like 8 years ago, something like that. Because he told me, he was like, you know, man, like, people spend their whole lives not knowing what's inside them, you know, not knowing there's a demon in them, you know. And if you can grab that demon on your own terms, you can go out there and you can do those drugs and you can get fucked up and you can grab that fucking motherfucker and look him right in the eyes and tell him that you can fucking handle this shit. He can't sneak up on you. You know, if you do it on your own time, your own clock, you face the devil, you'll be good. If you ignore that devil, man, I'm not saying this is for everybody. It's for me personally. You'll be all right. There's that, and also coupled with another thing someone told me once, which was when you don't feel love for other people in your life, and you don't feel like you're receiving love from other people in your life for whatever reason, but you find that warmth and that love in drugs and alcohol and substances and all that stuff, that's when it becomes a problem. Fortunately for me, love my life, love my friends. I feel like they love me. And yeah, dude, I've wrestled that fucking demon. I'm 6 foot tall, by the way, for that person asking. You know what I'm saying? 6 foot tall. Everyone who says that Noah and I are actually short, or I was next to him, I'm 5'8". I'm 6 foot tall, brother. Noah's 5'11". You give off teacher vibes. Yeah, man. Maybe for fucking special ed. Maybe I'm a fucking teacher for that. I gotta get off in 1 minute, but this was fun. Cap. I don't know what cap means. What are you talking about? Oh, we're not tall. I'm 6 foot tall, dude. I don't know what you want me to fucking say. You want me to get a tape measure out here? I can't. I don't have enough time to do that. I don't know where my thing is. You're fucking 5'9", Jonesy. But that being said, peace and love and prosperity. USA forever. Glen Ellen, California. The real shit, bro. It's about the real shit. It's not about that fake shit. It's not about that bullshit. It's about the real shit. It's about bringing dope shit to real people, brother. And that being said, I gotta go pick up my truck from the mechanic. Go drink another coffee, get acclimated, do some laundry. I'm gonna iron my suit.